Most of us have a sweet tooth, some more than others, but you may be surprised to know that sugar is actually addictive. Dr. Shayesteh joins us tonight to talk about that. Good evening.
Good evening, Erica. This actually is true. Brand new research showed that actually, Erica, sugar stimulates our pleasure center of our brain exactly similar to drugs such as cocaine and heroin.
Wow.
They did the research, this is interesting. These rat model, they did research, they had two options of receiving cocaine injection for pleasure or eating Oreo cookies. Now research shows that actually in most cases, they selected Oreo cookies compared to the heroin because it seems that sugar in Oreo cookies stimulate their pleasure center more than the cocaine itself.
And that's something we can actually see, right?
This is interesting, yes, that actually now they are saying that actually sugar, as through the brain scan, is as similar addictive as a cocaine. If you look at this image, it's really interesting, Erica. This is a person without sugar addiction. These, if they consume the sugar, these are the stimulation of those centers. But look at the brain of a sugar addicted person. Look at the difference, huge. So now they're saying that actually sugars might be even more stronger than heroin, cocaine when it comes to our pleasure center and addictive behavior. The problem is what happens when we eat the sugar, Erica. Blood sugar rises, that stimulates release of chemistry such as dopamine, norepinephrine. Those are pleasure hormones, makes us feel good. Then at the same time, insulin, another hormone releases. Insulin takes the sugar from blood, turns to the fat, which causes more weight gain. But at the same time, blood sugar drops drastically. Then we feel tired and exhausted, and that triggers more craving. And as a result, we want more sugar. So in other words, like a dose dependent. Brain says you had a cookie, I gave you that much of pleasure. Double the cookie, I double the pleasure.
Right. We all know cookies have sugar in them, but there's a lot of other foods out there that may have hidden sugars we don't even realize.
That's a very important point, Erica. That's really, really important because most of the sugar already hidden in the food. That's why one of my best recommendations, read it before you eat it. Anytime your sugar is more than 5 to 7 grams per serving, you have to be suspicious. If you're buying yogurt, 28 grams of sugar, that's not a good idea, or frosted cereal. You got to read the label because sugar is everywhere. And the question is how we can stop that. The good news, Erica, we can actually stop that sugar addiction, that vicious cycle of demand, because it causes actually by true nutrition. One of the best way to do that is push more protein in the morning, having, for example, veggie omelet, some slice of a whole wheat bread, glass of milk. That protein stabilizes the insulin and stabilizes the blood sugar level. Having mid-morning snacks such as cut vegetables is a good idea. Having a lunch, Erica, is really the key is focus on more protein. Each meal you're having, you have to push more protein that stabilizes the sugar. And then mid-afternoon, a cup of yogurt, some fresh fruit in it, or nuts are excellent source alternative for snacking. And even dinner, always push protein, vegetables, good quality carb doesn't need to be eliminated, but at the same time, later you can have a nice dish of a fresh fruit. So because this reaction happens because of nutrition, and interesting enough, through nutrition can be reversed and corrected.
And if you have that sweet tooth and you need just a little bit something sweet, what would you recommend?
It actually is you can have a small amount of anything you want, a piece of a cookie or candy, but remember that more sugar you eat, more stimulation of that center we discussed, and more craving is going to be created. My best recommendation is a small amount of sugar should be incorporated in the diet, but pushing more protein every meal and stabilizing that's really critical. Right. It takes about, Erica, it's about a week or so to take that craving out of your body. It's interesting.
Good advice. Thanks so much tonight. We appreciate it. And if you have any other questions for Dr. Shayesteh, you can contact him on the number at your screen. Remember that initial consultation is always free, and you can always watch these segments again online at WKBN.com.